everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're doing something that has never been done before. Actually, I'm exaggerating. It has been done before. At least I know that Jurassic Collectibles, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, has unboxed some older vintage Jurassic Park dinosaurs. So we're going to do that today. We're going to take Dr. Ellie Sattler out of the packaging and see what she's like in the flesh. Now, you guys have probably seen my Jurassic Park dinosaurs that I've looked at here on the channel that I acquired when I was just a kid, back when Jurassic Park, the movie, came out. One thing I never did have, though, back then was human figures from the movie. I had seen them in the stores. I vividly recall seeing these figures at Target and probably Walmart, and I did want them, but when you're 8 years old, what you want and what you can actually get are two hugely different things. Until now, I've finally gotten started on collecting the human figures, and Ellie Sattler just made very good sense because I like the character. In fact, I got Dr. Sattler along with this Jurassic Park Souvenir magazine from 1993. I actually remember having this when I was a kid. This one is still sealed in the plastic package. I'm not sure when I'm going to open it, but I am planning to. I remember taking this to school with me when I was in 3rd grade. I'm really happy to have a new one in the packaging here. And anyway, these two items set me back $15 on eBay, which is a heck of a deal. The packaging on this is just so iconic. I can't even begin to tell you guys how nostalgic I feel when I see this. Just some of the most awesome packaging ever created for any toy line by far. It just looks amazing. As you can see, the bubble here, the plastic bubble, has yellowed a good bit over the years, but the card back is in good shape. And the figure inside, is seemingly in perfect shape since it's never been touched. It has the card there. There were two different card backs for these figures. Some of them had more color, like what you see here on the top. They had it down here behind the figure as well. But I think the earlier editions just had solid black in the background, and it looks like that's what I ended up with here. And again, looking at the back, we get a look at quite a few of the Jurassic Park toy line offerings. Of course, we have a little bit of information there on Dr. Ellie Sattler, as well as her Triceratops hatchling, and instructions there for getting the backpack and the launcher on her and working. And so many human figures that they made for this line. Of course, this is from the Series 1 Jurassic Park line. There was also Series 2, which came out later with more dinosaurs and more figures. And I just think that, it's a shame that we didn't get any humans for Jurassic World, because these, are just fun. All the dinosaurs were incredible for this toy line. We are going to open Dr. Sattler. Guys, I feel a little bit mixed about doing this because this is such an old toy. It's 22 years old. It's never been opened. I just feel a little bit weird about doing that, but I've already committed myself to doing this. I want to get a collection of human figures out of the packaging, and I just have a thing where I prefer carded figures, even if I'm going to open them. It's just a thing that I have. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this done. Here's our box. And here's Dr. Ellie Sattler. And quite a bit of yellowing around the plastic tray. Let's go ahead and take a look first at the collector card that came in here. Tri-Top Rumble. Presumably that's Dr. Ellie Sattler, though it doesn't really look like her. This has to be older, like concept work or something, and she's aiming a gun at a poor Triceratops. And this is Jurassic Park number 15 on the card. Back of it says Ellie with Triceratops hatchling. Gives you some information there. If you'd like to pause and read this, feel free to do so. And I'll even turn it over for you so that you can read the trivia answer right there. All right, so Ellie. Oh, we have things falling out. Let's get her out of the box. Well, she came out very easily. The gun out, and the hatchling. I always thought it was quite cool when I was a kid how, these came with little hatchlings. So here we have Dr. Ellie Sattler, and see if she stands. Yep, she stands. Sweet. The likeness to Laura Dern isn't dead on. I know the Series 2 one looks somewhat more like her, but the outfit on this one is quite close to what she wore in the film, of course. Basically like a peach-colored button-up shirt. I don't think it was sleeveless, though, in the film. The blue undershirt, khaki pants, hiking boots, that all looks to be accurate. I think it is a very nice-looking figure. I love the little JP tag right there, as if she's an employee of the park, which, you know, she wasn't. She's got looks like a gun there in her holster. So Dr. Sattler is certainly packing. Give you a close-up of the head. Yeah, pretty nice. The paint on it is pretty clean. Color of the skin and the face is very natural looking, actually. It's very like peach and a little bit sun-kissed looking. Eyes look good. Eyebrows are a little dark, but you know, still looks pretty good. Has a nice gloss to the face. Sculpt work on the clothing is very simplistic, but still looks good. You get some texturing there on the belt. And see what else she has right there. Is that a flashlight? Looks like a flashlight. And then her gun. And boots look really nice, really good detail there. They do look kind of old school, but nicely detailed. They even have the laces tied on them. Very, very cool. And underside is pretty plain. And yeah, that's Dr. Sattler for you. Let's see what it says here on the side of the figure, if we can. Kenner 93 China. Trademark UCS, it's Universal something Studios. And Amblin. Very cool. The hair on her is also quite nice. It's got a little bit of a paint splotch or something there, but, you know, quite nice, and it's clearly, like, tied up in a ponytail bun. Oh, articulation on Dr. Sattler. Let's see what we get. We get a swivel here at the head. We get swivels at both of her shoulders. And we get swivels at both of the legs. And that's all we get. 5 points of articulation. All right, now let's see what else we get here. We get a backpack. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the toys that came with the Kenner Ghostbusters figures, of which I had very many of. You know, it almost looks like a proton pack kind of thing. I wonder if it's something left over from that line. Probably not, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. Colors like, you know, like deep blue, nice, bright green antenna. This is really sweet. Just really like the throwback look of this. Off-white colored straps. And looks like we can maybe unpeg those. Huh, they don't want to come off, but I think the card back mentioned something about them. Let's see. Attach the backpack to the figure using the straps and the pegs. So it sounds like these should be able to come off. I really don't want to break it, but let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Just not pulling hard enough, I suppose. All right, so we can do that. We can put this in. Let's see. Let's peg it back in the same hole if we can. There we go. Do the same over here. And there we are. She's wearing her backpack, and I think this is going to make her fall. It just seems like it's too heavy. Might have to lean her over. Oh, she's staying. All good. She's staying put. Now, the next accessory we have is this launcher. It launches a hook, and it looks like it's got a long string on it. Very long string on it. Wow. How long is this string? Wow, I can't believe how long this string is. Okay, so we have what looks to be, oh my goodness, how long is this? This is probably at least a good 2.5 feet or so. This is crazy long. The launcher itself is, you know, pretty simple looking, but it looks nice. Deep blue coloring with the same neon green button right there, the color that we see on the antenna of her pack. Same with the launcher. It's that really greenish kind of color. Let's stick it in. And we'll use our poor little hatchling for target practice. Oh, we missed him. No, it hit him, but it doesn't have a whole lot of force. This is just an insanely long string. I cannot believe how long this string is. They would never do something like this today because it would be too expensive. You know, just check this out. Look how long this string is. This is crazy. It's kind of hard to get her to hold it because her hands are angled and the gun is hitting on her shoulder. I don't know that this is going to work, you guys. Oh, she's holding it there, but it's not staying in her. We'll just put it aside, and we'll keep Dr. Sattler over there. And we'll turn our attention to the hatchling that comes in this pack. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of heft to it, you know, a little bit of weight. He's definitely been eating well. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, it certainly looks like a hatchling Triceratops. Actually has some pretty good detail and texture to it from the looks of it. Nice jungle green paint color scheme with some tan on the bottom. The eyes are all blacked out, which is a little creepy. The horns on the head and on the nose are very blunt. The beak is the same color as the rest of the underbelly and such. And, you know, by and large looks good. I mean, stands with no problem. You know, very cool little accessory. It's got the JP logo. It just adds a little bit more fun. All right, you guys, and just to do a size comparison here, let's go ahead and bring out my old JP Triceratops. Looks to be in pretty good scale with Ellie Sattler. I mean, certainly looks to be about the right size for a Triceratops, you know, very large. The horns might be a little bit on the short side, so maybe the Triceratops is a little bit small, but, you know, overall seems to be very play compatible. The hatchling Triceratops looks very small next to the adult, but, you know, still quite fun if you're a kid and you're playing with these back in 1993. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if opening up this figure wasn't too much sacrilege for you, I appreciate you staying with me. Overall, I'm very pleased with this Kenner Jurassic Park Ellie Sattler figure. Since I never had any of the human figures as a kid, I'm really happy to finally start collecting them, especially starting off with one of the original human figures, Series 1 Ellie Sattler. Very nice to get one carded and then get her out of the box so that I'm the first one to handle her. For 1993 standards, I think she looks really, really good. She is a little bit taller than 3 3/4 inch. She's about 4.5 inches tall. This overall seems to be a pretty nice figure. Just loving having this in my collection. The figure itself, it looks very, very nice. Doesn't look a whole lot like Laura Dern, but it looks enough like her. You know, when you see this, you know that it's supposed to be Ellie Sattler. The accessories are very nice. Love that it comes with this huge launcher and this huge backpack, and then a little hatchling Triceratops. All very fun stuff. And I wish that someday Hasbro would get back on board with doing this kind of thing, just making toys that, you know, can be a little bit simple, but also packing them with accessories that are usable. And, you know, something like this, a little dinosaur, just adds a whole lot of play value to the set. So I really, really like this figure. And if you're a Jurassic Park collector, you probably already have this in your collection. If you don't, I highly recommend it to you. Alright, my friends, so this will not be the only Jurassic Park unboxing video that we do. There will be more coming in the future. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you had this figure as a kid, or if you have it now, what you think of it. And as always, I want to thank you for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.